This is me 12 years ago when I had just turned 30. Me again about 10, 11 years ago when I was like 31, 32. Heck, here's me in 1993 at 12. Look how freaking old I look. Like, what in the auntie slash grandma mess is going on here? The look's given. Sweetie, can you go to the corner store and give me a pack of Newport, some sunflower seeds, and go run my numbers? And here's me now at 41 going on 42. I look younger now in my early 40s than I did in my early 30s. Heck, I look younger at 41 than I did in that picture of me when I was 12. But how did I age backwards? And no, it's not just filler. Although I can't front that filler did, give a bitch back like 10 years, put me back in the game, baby. I've had under eye hollows practically my whole entire life. Here's me at 5. But then as I started to get into my adult years, them suckers progressed more and more, as you can see from, these pictures of me in my 30s. Now, I know some of y'all out there have this belief that there's some eye cream out there, some exercise routine, a DIY concoction, thoughts and prayers that's gonna fix something like this. And it ain't. That's where cosmetic procedures like injectables and plastic surgery come into play. Filler gets injected deep into the skin beyond where any skincare product can go and helps address volume loss. Look at this before and after of my face from when I first got filler back in like 2018, 2019. Now, filler is not permanent and there can be pros and cons argued either way on that. I'd say filler bought me about 5 to 10 years. I no longer look tired and unfresh like I did when I had them under eye hollows. What's that? You want to know how much it costs? Okay, now the thing with cost is that there's a range, meaning that the cost gonna vary depending on where you live, the doctor you go to, where you get the filler placed, how much filler you need, the filler brand that you use, etc., etc. But the range is like anywhere from $800 to $3,000. Could be more dependent. Then, sometime around 2020, 2021, I got cheek filler because I done lost 20 pounds from diet and exercise, and my face was like, I know some of y'all like to be like, well, why don't you just use diet and exercise to reverse the signs of aging? I don't think that y'all realize how losing weight can affect your face, on this side of 30. After 25, every year you're losing 1% of that collagen. At 42, that's 17% of the collagen just gone, right? So when you lose weight at this age, sometimes that means losing facial fat. And then the cheek filler helped me to get that back temporarily. Now, prior to all of this, I had lost about 30 pounds back in 2015. And although my body looked amazing, she was slim and trim, the face was a little gaunt. And I wish I would have known about the filler back then because the face was looking kind of like, Now, gaining weight definitely fills my face in, but it also fills in everywhere else too. Now, because you can't just do fill and say forget everything else, you need a skincare routine. In the morning, antioxidants and sunscreen. At night, a retinoid. Now, a few times a week, you're gonna wanna exfoliate. I would've had a product here to show you, but it's in the other bathroom, and I'm already pinned in this bathroom with the light and the camera, and I don't feel like moving the stuff, but you know what I mean. And if you're interested in the products that I use, I'll link them below. However, if you're looking for stuff that's affordable, I'll tell you about that towards the end of this video. Now, in addition to filler, I also see a well-vetted Skin Color Pro for other procedures, things like PicoSure, RF microneedling, PDO threads. These are all things we talked about before on the channel. I'll link that for you right in the description. Right up in that description for you. Now, there are also non-skincare related things that I do that have helped to age me backwards. First of all, I lead a low-stress life. If it's stressful, I don't want that shit. Stress produces hormones that can affect the skin in a negative way. So I manage my stress by going to therapy regularly to talk about the mess that's bothering me. I also exercise 3 times a week, sometimes against my own will. As I've gotten older, I've become more self-aware, self-confident, self-assured. I don't worry as much about how people perceive me. It's so freeing, which is why it baffles me when I hear all the negative connotations that are associated with aging, because I ain't never felt this good. The only thing I want from my 20s are my knees and my lower back. So basically, giving less needs to be part of your anti-aging routine. Now for this next part, I had planned on moving the light and the camera into my bedroom so you could see like my closet and stuff like that. But my DoorDash order is here and I'm losing energy, so we're gonna have to improvise here. But another thing that has helped me to age backwards is I dress more for my personality. You know, if you haven't noticed, I'm quite friendly, bubbly, outgoing, and I dress accordingly, right? You know, back in the day, that wasn't always the case, you know? Especially this outfit I wore when I was 12. Like, what the heck is that? And do not get me started into 2010s millennial fashions. Why were we wearing business casual in the club? And also, while I loved it at the time, now that I reflect back, I kind of feel like red lipstick aged me, and this color too. I wear more nudes now, but that's not a good nude for me. Now I'm gonna say this in a way as to not get demonetized, but another way that, you know, I'm able to remain youthful and happy and stuff like that is I lay off the stuff, and by the stuff I think you know what I mean. The stuff can age you quicker than a raisin in the sun. Ditto with the wacky tabanky. And I hate to say it, but alcohol can also have an adverse effect on skin aging. Luckily though, things like cutting back and then drinking a glass of water in between can kind of help, you know, cut down some of those effects. Now, if you're looking to start a simple and affordable yet effective skincare routine, you're gonna wanna check out this video on an affordable anti-aging routine in your 30s. And if you're over 40, check out this video for everything you need to know to keep that skin glowing. Whichever one you choose, I'll see you there.